So hey guys, back with another supplement review. Today we're going to be reviewing Inspired Protein Plus. Now this one has a very unique profile to it. It's protein infused with collagen peptides, probiotics, and a digestive enzyme. And I want to go over the amino acid profile, I want to go over the ingredient label, and then I kind of want to get into my experience with it because I got this bottle for free. It was given to me to try out, and I tried it, used it all up. See, it's empty, and had such a good experience on it. I tried another flavor, went out and bought my own, so I'll let you know how the flavors are as well. Now we'll get into the amino acid profile first. I'll go ahead and put it on the screen here. Now, the amino acid profile, this has whey isolate and whey concentrate in it, so it's got the full spectrum of amino acids. The only problem is, in my opinion, is the leucine's a little low for me on one scoop. It's 2.2 grams. I like to get 2.4 to, let's say, 3 grams. I know all the studies out there are going to tell you, and a lot of information out there is going to tell you that you can get anywhere between 2 grams to 3 grams of leucine per serving to spike muscle protein. But there is something called a leucine threshold. So always shoot for a little bit more leucine in your meals, especially if you're trying to always elevate muscle protein synthesis at least as much as you can throughout the day. So I like to get 2.4 to 3 grams. So I always kind of go a little bit more. And the reason for that, the threshold idea or the threshold suggestion there is because our bodies don't just use the amino acids that we consume strictly for muscle building. I wish that was the case. We can just go ahead and say, hey, I worked my biceps today, and take the protein and say, go to those damn biceps. But there's a lot of other functions in the body, and the body will use some of these amino acids. So you're basically covering yourself by going a little bit higher on that recommended amount of leucine per dose there. So like I said, for me, it's 2.4 to 3 grams. Worked well for me over the years. As far as the other amino acids, it's got full spectrum at the amount of protein that's in this. And now next we're going to go ahead and get into the label profile. I'm going to put it on the screen here. We have total fats 3, total carbohydrates are 3. And the reason for that is it's not strictly all isolate. So you're going to get a little more fats, a little more carbohydrates. And I believe they did that. They did a mixture of isolate and concentrate in this blend. The reason I believe wasn't just for a cheaper cost, I believe it was for the taste, because both proteins are equal pretty much, other than that when the processing happens, whey concentrate is 80% protein and whey isolate is 90% pure protein. So we're going down to now, which is calcium, iron, phosphorus, magnesium, sodium, and potassium. And there's actually quite a bit of potassium, sodium, and not that much magnesium in here. But for training purposes, potassium after training is great. Yeah, throughout the day it's great too. So that's actually a decent amount there. Now down to the gems of this product. So we have an enzyme in this blend that, whether you try this product or not, this is an enzyme that you need to know about. This is called ProHydrolase. Now, through studies, this enzyme taken with whey protein has ramped up the digestion and the processing of amino acids by the body within 90 minutes. So you take this enzyme, especially with this amount, this was through the studies of 250 milligrams, it actually spikes leucine quicker than a placebo group that took actually the whey protein without the enzyme within 30 minutes. So within 30 minutes, you're already getting bumped up into that muscle protein synthesis spike, basically, after consuming this. So it's pretty rapid. Like always, I'll put the research down below. This got to the peak, I think, within about 90 minutes. So it really speeds it up. So it's a great additive in there. If you don't take this product, I believe they sell it on its own, but it's something you can look for in the products as you're trying to, buy your post-workout whey shake or protein. The next ingredient is very interesting. Another ingredient that you got to look for that you possibly can add into your exercise regimen or your supplement regimen It's a probiotic called DE111. And I'll put the research down below. They did a study, I think it was an 8-week study, a placebo group, and then a group that of course took the DE111. And after the 8 weeks, the DE111 group got stronger in the deadlift, and also their body fat percentage was lower. And this was the only thing that they were actually consuming during that study. It was 8 or 12 weeks, but like I said, I'll put the research link down below. So very interesting probiotic there, as far as with the idea for people that are actually exercising and into fitness and into physique and trying to keep your body fat low, try to keep your strength up. Very interesting ingredient to have in here. And then we have, of course, the blend. Whey protein isolate, which is a little bit higher. So that's at 11.25 grams, and whey protein concentrate, which is at 8.75 grams. So that gives us a total of 20 grams of protein per scoop. The reason why they do list protein, which I forgot to go over, at 25 grams. But the thing is it's only 20 grams of whey protein, and then it's 5 grams of collagen peptides. I'm sorry to jump over that and then skip back to it. That is why it's the leucine so low, because collagen is a protein, but it's not a complete amino acid blend. It's mainly comprised of glycine and arginine. So those are kind of the top amino acids in collagen peptides. And I want to get to collagen peptides. I want to get to the end here because I want to tell you guys my experience. I have no digestive issues on this protein at all. So for me, I've been taking whey off and on for years. There's some times where I was able to eat full meals all the time. I had the time of the, in the day to actually prepare everything. And then there's times in my life to where I've had to actually supplement because I just didn't have the time to make those fancy meals like you see on Instagram or YouTube that these people are putting all together. And I'll clear this up too, just in case somebody is going to say something or ask this question. Do you need whey protein to actually build muscle? No, you don't, but you need protein. And is whey protein better than regular food? In some circumstances it is, depending on your training, as far as after, post-training. But the whole idea about repairing and building muscle and spiking muscle protein synthesis as quick as you can after training, even though they say there is no anabolic window, I call bullshit to that. That's just my thoughts, because if there's no anabolic window, then Schoenfeld and some of these other guys wouldn't say eat within at least 2 to 3 hours after your training. Well, that's a damn anabolic window if you ask me. So there is some merit to the idea that there is some sort of time frame that you want to get amino acids, you want to get a protein in your system. So if you're not consuming whey right after, to actually get some amino acids in there and get muscle protein synthesis started and spiked, especially if you're low carb, super low carb, because carbs help stop catabolism, so they actually lower it by 50%. You don't need a lot of an insulin spike to do so. Actually, whey protein, it will actually spike your insulin enough to actually cut that catabolic effect down by 50%. So a benefit with whey. And I'm not trying to sell you on whey, okay? Just want to give you guys the truth, because there's so much information out there. And getting back to the collagen peptides to finish this up. When I was doing CrossFit, I was competing, I was doing all kinds of different things. And one big thing that we did in the competitions, and I had to learn, and was the hardest thing for me because my ankle mobility was bad, was double unders. If you don't know what double unders are, it's basically jumping rope, but it's actually whipping the rope pretty much around 2 times a jump. So you're... So I hope I did the sound effects well there. And that tore up my right ankle, my Achilles. Never has healed. So all these years after doing CrossFit, I'd like to say, take this off of the screen. All these years after doing CrossFit, I've always had a problem with my ankle on my Achilles side. I'd always have to warm it up before I run, warm it up before I jump, warm it up before I take off during the day. And I drive a lot. I'd get out of the car and I'd walk like something was wrong with my ankle for 5 minutes until it kind of warmed up. I've been taking this for about a month. I've never taken collagen peptides before. And that tightness has gone away. And the only thing I've added to my regimen that is for injury, is for inflammation, is this product with collagen peptides. And it's taken about a month. And I'm not saying it went away. It just has gotten a whole lot better. That's why I jumped onto the other bottle there and tried another flavor, because I want to take this on for about 3 months, because studies have shown that you actually have to take collagen peptides. You have to marry them pretty much. So you have to take them every day for 3 months at least to actually notice really good benefits from the collagen peptides. So I'm taking it. I'm gonna see what happens in 3 months. Maybe I'll do another video on this 3 months from now and let you guys know. If you guys want, go and leave a comment down below. I will. Like I said, never taken them before. Now jumping into the flavors. We got 2 flavors here. Now, one good thing about these products, the other thing that about Whey is I've always had to get the cleanest, purest Whey isolate to take. Okay, with these, I have no issues whatsoever. No stomach, no bloating, no gas. My wife's not turning to me and going, "Oh my God, that came out of you?" No more of that. So, so it's no problems with gut issues whatsoever. And I've always had to take a Whey isolate, clean, and maybe just chocolate, maybe just vanilla. Very few flavoring and fillers in it. These 2 products here have only natural fillers, natural flavors. I think it's stevia and monk fruit extract. So they're natural, and all the other ingredients are all natural. So you don't have to worry about the artificial flavors and having problems over a period of time, because it will happen if you take Whey every day and you're going for that best tasting Whey, the Fruity Pebbles or whatever it is. I guarantee over the years, you're going to get like me, or you get like a lot of other guys, to where that they just can't tolerate that stuff anymore because of all the artificial flavors that you're consuming, and it's actually getting in your gut and it's screwing up your gut. So if you compare this to, if I give this a 1 to 10 and I compare it to like a Fruity Pebbles or like one of the best tasting whey proteins out there, these would probably be about a 6, which isn't too bad if you're comparing a fully natural supplement to a supplement that's been artificially sweetened and has sugars and just stuff in there, crap fillers and stuff to make it taste and feel good as it goes down. Now, if you compare this, if I give this a rating on a scale from 1 to 10 with a supplement that's compared to this one with natural flavors, everything's all natural, there's no artificial anything, I'd say these are probably about an 8 or 9, both of them. Leave a comment down below if you have tried it, and if you do try it, because I want to see how it works for you guys as well. So this is Dave, I'm signing off. We'll see you guys next time on the channel.